Hello travelers, here are the world's 15 cheapest vacation spots offering great opportunities for travelers. Number 1. Vietnam. Our first stop is Vietnam. This gem of Southeast Asia is mesmerizing with both its nature and history. Especially in major cities like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh, you'll find affordable accommodations and streets full of delicious, inexpensive food. You can enjoy a fantastic bowl of pho for just a few dollars. When it comes to transportation, renting a motorbike means you're set for the day. However, I understand that not everyone feels comfortable riding a motorbike, especially in countries like Vietnam, where traffic can be extremely chaotic. The good news is that Grab Bike, similar to Uber but with bikes, is widely available in all major cities, and a 2 kilometers ride costs as little as 50 cents. Long-distance buses and trains are also affordable and reliable. Accommodation is similarly delightful and easier on the wallet compared to most places worldwide. You can also take a boat tour on the turquoise waters of Ha Long Bay or explore the ancient streets of Hoi An. Number 2. Cambodia. Our next stop is Cambodia. History comes alive here. The magnificent temples of Angkor Wat are world famous, but Cambodia is more than just that. You can experience the historical ambiance in Phnom Penh, or enjoy the tropical beaches of Sihanoukville. Moreover, exploring all these beautiful spots won't break the bank. While there are some one-time costs, like the $62 3-day Angkor Wat pass or a diving trip, there will also be days when you're riding a bike through a small village, enjoying cheap and delicious meat skewers for just $1 or $2. Also consider the fantastic, mostly new boutique hotels on Booking.com. Of course, they're not as cheap as staying in hostels, but for what they offer, they're definitely worth it. You can definitely splurge for a few nights and enjoy some poolside relaxation and downtime. Number 3. Northern Thailand. Northern Thailand, especially Chiang Mai and Pai, is a mystical paradise for travelers looking for affordable options. You can stay in mountain villages at a low cost, visit temples, and explore the famous night markets. Plus, Thai street food offers a full feast for just a few dollars. The further south you go, accommodation costs start to double, triple, or even quadruple. If you're short on time and money for your Thailand trip, stick to the north. If you continue eating street food, why eat pasta when you can have pad thai, right? Not only will you save money, but the experience will be much more authentic and flavorful. When it comes to activities, you don't need a lot of money to enjoy your day. Visiting the White Temple, hiking, or gathering 3 friends from your hostel to rent a car for a day trip are all budget-friendly activities. Number 4. Indonesia. Indonesia is much more than just Bali. This country consists of thousands of islands waiting to be explored. Besides Bali, Lombok and the Java Islands offer beautiful beaches and rich culture that attract travelers. You can rent a motorbike at an affordable price and explore the islands freely. The thing about Indonesia is that depending on transportation, it can either be incredibly cheap or quite expensive. Inter-island travel, like hopping from one island to another by private boat, can be time-consuming and costly. To save on costs, stick to 1 or 2 regions. There's so much to see and do in each, and staying longer in one place allows you to travel deeper and have a more meaningful experience. If you want to travel far on a budget, my best advice is to use local transport. On the other hand, food and drinks are cheap and absolutely delicious across the country. Riding a scooter through the mountains is low cost, as are hiking, chasing waterfalls, or lounging in a hammock on the beach all day. Hostels are abundant, social, and affordable, especially in places like the Gili Islands. Number 5. The Philippines. The Philippines, with over 7,000 islands, is a true natural wonder. Hidden coves in El Nido, white sands of Boracay, and the underwater beauty of Cebu are all waiting for you. It's perfect for those seeking both adventure and tranquility. You can have an amazing vacation in the Philippines on a budget. Getting around the Philippine archipelago can cost a lot of time and money, and hostel options aren't as abundant as in other Southeast Asian countries. These two factors might seem like major deterrents for travelers trying to stretch their budgets, but there are ways to keep your costs low. On top of that, the country is home to some of the most spectacular islands, beautiful diving spots, affordable group island hopping tours, and hidden gems you'd have to pay much more to experience elsewhere. In this sense, the Philippines is worth every peso you spend. Number 6. Malaysia. Malaysia stands out with both its modern cities and natural beauty. The skyscrapers of Kuala Lumpur and the untouched beaches of Langkawi are just a few of the main attractions in this country. Plus, it's a budget-friendly destination with affordable accommodation and food options. An overnight bus from Kuala Lumpur to the Perhentian Islands can cost as little as $15. Additionally, there are plenty of interesting local neighborhoods and markets to explore for free. Lastly, Malaysian cuisine is unlike anything else. You can find food from nearly every culture, and it's cheap and delicious, though not always the healthiest. Malaysia is also one of the cheapest places in the world to get a PAYD diving certification. The only thing that can make travel in Malaysia expensive is alcohol, which is highly taxed. However, if you don't plan to drink every night, or if you consider staying sober throughout your trip, this won't be an issue. Number 7. Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, located just south of India, is full of tropical beauty and rich history. The ancient rock fortress of Sigiriya, the sacred temples of Kandy, and the historic walls of Gali are just a few of the places you can visit. Thanks to affordable accommodation and public transportation, you can have a great vacation without stretching your budget. You can explore Sri Lanka on a budget of around $30 per day if you avoid paying for expensive activities. Food, transport, accommodation, and internet are relatively cheap. One thing to note about transportation is that in some cases, taking a taxi or Uber in larger cities can be cheaper than renting a bike. If you find people at your hostel to split the cost, hiring a driver for the day can cost as little as $5 per person. The cheapest and best way to travel around Sri Lanka is by train. Number 8. Nepal. Nepal is a paradise for nature lovers and trekkers. Whether you want to hike at the foot of Everest, enjoy the serene lake views in Pokhara, or explore the cultural richness of Kathmandu, all of this is possible on a budget in Nepal. Nepal is an extremely affordable country to travel in, and if you stick to local options for food, accommodation, and transport, most things cost just a few dollars. Nepalese street food doesn't have the best reputation, but I've never had any stomach issues eating it. You can also enjoy cheap and tasty home-cooked meals at small, locally run cafes. If you decide to go trekking, as long as you do it independently and avoid climbing Mount Everest, which costs tens of thousands of dollars, you can travel on low-altitude routes for as little as $10 per day for food and accommodation. On popular routes like the Annapurna Circuit, higher altitudes might cost closer to $20 per day. Number 9. Taiwan. Taiwan is one of the most underrated paradises in Asia. From the modern city life of Taipei to the natural beauty of Taroko Gorge and the unique local cuisine, Taiwan has plenty to offer. What's more, Taiwan is relatively budget-friendly compared to other Asian countries. For less than $2, you can get a fragrant bowl of rice topped with pork or chicken, a large fried chicken cutlet, or a delicious bowl of noodles with oysters. If you're a foodie on a budget, you know where to go. In cities like Taipei and Tainan, you can sign up for city bikes that cost less than 50 cents per hour with the first 30 minutes free. This means you can explore the city all day without spending anything on transport. However, high-quality food and clothing in Taiwan can sometimes be priced at US levels. Intercity travel can also be expensive and time-consuming on the high-speed rail, HSR, though slightly cheaper options are available. Number 10. India. India is a country rich in history, culture, and natural beauty. From the Taj Mahal to the beaches of Goa, the palaces of Jaipur, and the serene backwaters of Kerala, every corner offers something to explore. Plus, India provides plenty of affordable travel options. India is one of the cheapest countries to travel in, but only if you're willing to bargain and chase deals. The best way to travel in India on a budget is to book everything yourself. This means avoiding agencies and online booking sites, except for some intercity travel, for which you should check out 12 Go Asia. Like in Nepal, if you opt for local guest houses, restaurants, and tour companies, you can easily get the same experiences offered online for half the price. Number 11, Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan stands out with its untouched nature and hospitable people. You can hike around Issyk-Kul Lake in the Tian Shan Mountains or stay in traditional yurts for a unique experience. This hidden gem of Central Asia is a perfect option for travelers seeking an affordable vacation. Kyrgyzstan is the go-to country for many travelers wanting to experience Central Asia, and as such, it is the most suitable for all budgets. The cuisine is cheap and interesting, and getting around by minibus is just as affordable. Public transport prices are fixed, and probably the cheapest aspect of traveling in Kyrgyzstan. If you're going on a multi-day trek, such as in the Tian Shan Mountains, the tour price should include most necessities. As for accommodation, you can find hostels in major destinations and stay in local guest houses in more rural areas for less than $10 per night. Number 12, Georgia. Georgia is another lesser-known European destination that is both beautiful and affordable. What's more, many of you will be able to enter Georgia without a visa and stay for up to 1 year. Georgia is famous for its stunning nature along the Black Sea coast and its historical landmarks. The narrow streets of Tbilisi, the magnificent hiking trails around Mount Kazbegi, and the beaches of Batumi are waiting for you. Plus, this country offers a high-quality vacation at very affordable prices. In the budget range, you can find quality hostels, meals for as little as $3 at a local restaurant, and local minibus rides for less than $1. Want more? Museum and historical site entry fees are usually less than $2. The locals are extremely friendly and hospitable, and hitchhiking for both short and long distances is completely possible. There are plenty of day trips, hikes, and monasteries to explore in Georgia, so you can spend months here without getting bored. If you have more time than money, this is the perfect destination. Number 13, Greece. Greece is known not just for luxury vacation options, but also for its affordable travel opportunities. The ancient ruins of Athens, the unique landscapes of Santorini, and the peaceful villages of Crete make Greece a must-visit for every traveler. If you want to travel on a budget in Greece, timing is crucial. Although flight, accommodation, and tour prices have dropped significantly since the country's 2010 debt crisis, the summer months are still more expensive than others. This means avoiding July and August, the hottest and busiest months in Greece. Instead, go a few weeks before or after summer to enjoy the country with fewer crowds and on a lower budget. You can especially find affordable accommodation options on the Greek islands. Number 14, Colombia. Colombia is one of the rising stars of South America. Cities like Bogota, Medellin, and Cartagena combine history and modernity. Colombia's stunning beaches and coffee plantations also await travelers. Plus, Colombia is one of the cheapest vacation spots in South America. A colorful destination with a dark past, Colombia is rapidly becoming a popular and affordable place to visit. If you're a history lover, you'll enjoy the museums and historical sites in Bogota, the Lost City, and beyond. If you're into nature, the Amazon is waiting for you. For diving enthusiasts, Colombia is home to some of the world's best diving spots and gorgeous beaches. With accommodation, transportation, and food being so affordable, you'll have room to splurge occasionally. So consider booking a luxury villa for a night or two. You won't find such great value anywhere else in this region. Number 15, Egypt. Whether witnessing history in the shadow of the pyramids or diving in the Red Sea, Egypt offers these experiences at reasonable prices. With the captivating atmosphere of Cairo and the ancient temples of Luxor, this country is an ideal destination for both adventure and culture seekers. While the pyramids, ancient temples, and royal palaces of the pharaohs might make Egypt seem like an expensive destination, the truth is that this Middle Eastern country can be surprisingly affordable for travelers. One of the biggest expenses in Egypt is getting there, but with some planning and flexibility, you can find reasonably priced flights to Cairo or Luxor. Once you arrive, you'll find that, especially if you avoid resort towns like Hurghada, hostels, guest houses, meals, and transportation costs are surprisingly low. So here are the world's cheapest vacation destinations. If you're looking for both adventure and affordable travel, these places are perfect for you. So where will your next stop be? Share it with us in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more vacation suggestions.